Good morning, garden friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Era, and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A, where I do everything gardening related. Today, I want to show you the plants that I've recently purchased. You might recognize one or two in my last video, but I just wanted to take the time to give you a little bit more details about them. So let's get into it. The first one that you might recognize, because I said I was going to pick it up in the video, is this butterfly blue pincushion flower. This plant blooms in the summer and the fall. Got it at Lowe's for $7.98, and I guess the common name is scabiosa. Now, I've always heard of scabiosa, but I never realized that it was actually the pincushion. So, because I've been saying pincushion, I just thought that scabiosa was something completely different. But you live, you learn. So this is a full sun plant, and it has these beautiful purple pincushion-like flowers, and it's in bloom. But then, of course, you see all these buds that are waiting to come out. So I love plants that bloom more than once, and this is a beauty. I've got a lot of purple in the yard, but this is a lavenderish. It's not like deep purple. It's really lavender, very smooth, very soft, very dainty, and I love it. So this guy here, let's get some details on it. This guy here is cold hardy, non-hardy in 1 to 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can plant that. And it grows 15 inches in height by 15 in width, which is perfect for the front of the border. So this guy here is, like I said, butterfly blue pincushion flower. Next up, we have this guy here, which I got from Walmart. This is Delphinium. This is $8.97. This is diamond blue. It's a pollinator plant that requires full sun, and it grows 16 to 24 inches in height, and you can plant them 30 to 35 inches apart. Now, I've read that Delphiniums don't live that long. I don't know where I read that. I guess I heard people mention it, and I actually read that it was not a long-lived perennial. It's hardy from zones 4 to 9, and it blooms from the spring to the summer. This is from Walmart, and this is the Better Home and Garden brand, and this is a true blue, guys. A true blue. Look at that beauty. Can you imagine that close to a yellow flowering plant or chartreuse colored foliage? Really, really nice for Delphinium. I think I've heard that they live 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 years, but they self-seed and new plants arrive, so no worries there. And I actually, like I mentioned in my prior video, I know I bought Delphiniums from Home Depot, but I don't think they took too well because I don't even see them. And I remember where I planted them, and I'm not seeing any signs of any comeback. So let's hope they're just slow to come back, and they will. But in the meantime, here's this guy here. This is diamond blue. Next up, we have this beauty here. This is a Carex grass, and I love Carex grass. I have a lot of Carex grasses. I have the Everest from the Evercolor series from Southern Living Plant Collection. This one here was $9.98. It was not on sale. Not much sales going on actual plants because, you know, it's spring. Things are just beginning to come in. This is the Everillo from the Evercolor series from Southern Living Plant Collection, and I actually have the Everest. This is the Everillo, and the Everillo is more chartreuse. So I have an idea, and this is a shade plant. This is part shade to shade, and it's true. It does get a little burned in my Georgia garden if I don't put it in some shade. And I bought 2 of them. Now, I could have waited and for this to go on sale like I did the others. But one week I went there and there were like 20 of them. Went back there last week, there were 2. So I just grabbed them because they went really, really fast. And they're a ray of sunshine in these cool temperatures, in these in these darker days. People actually picked them up because they were beautiful. They're chartreuse. They're really interesting to look at. They pop in the cool weather, and that's why they left. Like literally, I was waiting. I said to myself, I'm not going to buy it for $9.99 because I did buy it for I bought the others for $4 at Lowe's, and I just picked it up because I knew that they probably weren't getting another shipment, and somebody else will come and get them. There's no way that these 2 were actually going to stay until clearance time later on in the season. So these guys here are, like I said, shade to part shade, and they are perfect for borders. They're perfect for containers. I have mine in the ground. I have mine in the front. I have mine in the side yard, and they look great. Next up, we have this lavender. You might remember this one from my Walmart video. This is $4.97. This is the La Diva lavender. This requires full sun, and it grows 10 to 14 inches in height, and you can plant them 10 to 16 inches apart. Now, like I mentioned in my prior video at Walmart, when I did my little Walmart inventory tour, I had lavender. And when I first moved into this house, I bought the lavender, and it was doing great. But I think the first winter, when we got all that rain, me not realizing that, that it definitely does not, when they say well drained for lavender, they mean it. Not like, sometimes you'll see well drained soil on the tag and the plant still does well. Not lavender, in my experience. And again, I don't remember what lavender I had prior. I just know it was lavender, and it died. So this was definitely my fault. But this guy here is a beauty. Look at those purple foliage. And as I'm touching it, it smells so good. So good. So I'm really going to take my time with this one. Make sure I put it somewhere either on a slope or somewhere where I know that there's no water's going to pool, and even when we get a lot of rain, the water drains. Now I do have clay, and we do get a lot of water in the rain in the winter, so there's not a lot I can do about that. But what I do make sure I do is I'm going to put as you know, I put pine bark soil conditioner in all the holes that I dig, and I do a 50-50 mix. But for this guy here, I'm gonna do way more soil conditioner than actual soil to help it out. So let me know if you have lavender and how it grows. Finally, I have this guy here. I bought it because, again, the chartreuse color just pulled me in. Now, I did not need any sedum, did not need any ground cover, but I bought it because look at that. Look how beautiful that is, guys. It was only $6.88. It was only $6.88, guys. It's a ground cover stone crop. It requires 6 hours of sun. It's a perennial, and this was the Walmart brand. This guy here is hardy from, hardy to -10. And it grows 2 to 6 inches tall, and it should be planted 10 to 24 inches apart. And it says to allow the soil to dry between waterings. I have an area I can put it. Now, like I said earlier, I don't need sedums. I have a lot of Angelina sedum. I love Angelina sedum, and those are in containers because I know those crawl really, really fast, and I didn't have anywhere to put them. But I think I'm going to put my sedums out in the landscape once all this wet weather goes away and I'm really in go time for planting. I will find somewhere to put these sedums. So not a lot this week, guys, not a lot, but still something I wanted to show you because I've read your comments, and some folks are saying that their Walmart, their Lowe's, their Home Depot doesn't even have anything yet, or they're behind, at least maybe 2 weeks behind me, maybe 3 weeks. Some people still are having bulbs. A lot of folks haven't had perennials yet. So at least I'm doing these videos so you can see what possibly could be in your area soon. I'm in the South. I'm in the 8A. I'm in Georgia. It seems as though the plants start in the warmer areas first and then make their way up north. So you can see what's coming your way, guys. So we have lavender. We've got the stone crop, sedum. We've got the carex grass, the everillo. We've got scabiosa, which is also known as the pincushion flower, and we have the very poisonous. That's another thing I want to tell you. The delphinium is poisonous. Now, I have no plans of eating this. And I've touched it a couple times, forgetting that it was poisonous, and it hasn't really itched me or done anything funny to my skin or anything. But when you're handling delphinium, try to, if you're very sensitive, use gloves, guys. Anyway, let me know what you think of my little plants that I bought this week. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please remember to hit the notification bell to be alerted on my new videos. Also, please continue to send me some comments. I love reading your comments. Every night before I go to bed, I make sure I like and I respond to every comment that I see. If I have not responded, that simply means that I haven't seen it, or I just haven't gotten to it yet. I'm getting a lot of comments. 'Tis the season where folks are seeing new plants and really excited and really interested to know how the plants are doing, how the plants, where I bought plants, what my process is for certain things. So I really, really appreciate your comments. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.